Freyr, the son of Njord, the Vanir god of the sea, and the twin brother of Freya, the goddess of love and fertility, among other attributes, occupies a unique position in Norse mythology. Following the conclusion of the war between the Aesir and the Vanir, Freya was included among the Aesir, the ruling gods and goddesses of Asgard. Despite his role in the war, Freya's affable and charming nature likely contributed to his acceptance by the Aesir. He was wed to Gerd, the daughter of the giant Gimir, and ruled over Alfheim, the realm of the peaceful and benevolent elves. In Alfheim, Freya was aided by a husband and wife duo named Byggvir and Beila. Notably, Freya was widely revered and celebrated, often honored at weddings and festive gatherings. His golden lance and enchanted ship were esteemed as two of the 6 mystical treasures of the gods. Freya and his sister Freya are frequently portrayed as twins, symbolizing complementary aspects of Norse mythology. Throughout the conflict between the Aesir and the Vanir, this sibling duo fought alongside each other, posing a significant challenge to Odin's forces. Following the cessation of hostilities, they transitioned from being hostages to esteemed members of the Aesir, eventually becoming equals among the gods. Discover the enchanting world of myths. Click subscribe to join our mythology channel on YouTube. Unearth ancient legends, unravel mysteries, and embark on epic journeys through the realms of mythology. Don't miss out on a single tale. Subscribe now and let the myths come alive on your screen. Chronicles of the Past. Freya was primarily revered in Norse mythology as the god of peace and prosperity, closely associated with love, masculinity, and the favorable summer weather essential for abundant harvests. Notably, Freya's favor was also linked to a certain level of sexual vitality and promiscuity. There are even accounts alleging that this esteemed deity engaged in incest with his sister. However, it's important to approach such claims with caution, as they were levied against him by Loki, the notorious trickster god. Loki's motives likely involved discrediting the Vanir clan, insinuating that Freyr and Freya were the products of Njord's illicit union with his sister. Additionally, Freya was recognized as a formidable warrior god in Norse mythology, despite often being depicted in peasant attire rather than armor, highlighting his unique blend of martial prowess and pastoral associations. Like his sister, Freya held a particular fondness for boars, often honored with sacrifices at feasts and festivals in his honor. While he also had an affinity for horses, Freya was most often accompanied by Gullinbursti, a remarkably swift mechanical boar crafted by the skilled dwarven blacksmiths Brokkr and Sindri. Gullinbursti boasted golden fur and bristles that emitted a radiant glow, illuminating everything in its vicinity. On occasion, Gullinbursti would pull a chariot for his master. To this day, Swedish occupies are crafted in the likeness of a boar in homage to Freya's ancient customs. Among Freya's most prized possessions was a ship crafted by the dwarves, known as Skidblodner, meaning assembled from pieces of fine wood. This vessel always sailed with a favorable tailwind and had the capacity to accommodate the entire Aesir army. Remarkably, it could also be folded up and stored in Freya's pocket. Legend has it that Freya first laid eyes on his future wife, Gerd, while seated upon Odin's throne in Asgard. This throne, named Lidskulf, offered a vantage point overlooking all realms of existence. Captivated by Gerd's beauty, Freya despaired at the prospect of ever possessing her. Consequently, his father's servant, Skirnir, was dispatched to court Gerd on Freya's behalf, though he initially demanded Freya's sword as payment. The mission proved successful, and Gerd agreed to meet and wed Freya in a forest known as Berry, 9 nights hence. The sword Freya relinquished was a remarkable weapon with the ability to engage in combat independently of its wielder. Known as Sumarbranda, or Summer Sword, it was a loss that weighed heavily on Freya. Initially, he resorted to slaying the giant belly with a stag's antler, resulting in a grievous scar. This incident foreshadowed his eventual defeat during Ragnarok, the cataclysmic event in Norse mythology. Like the destinies of many gods, Freya's demise was prophesied, and his ill-fated encounter with the formidable fire giant Surtur, bereft of his sword, marked his final moments. Some accounts tragically suggest that Surtur wielded Sumarbranda during their duel. Nevertheless, Freyr managed to vanquish his opponent even as he succumbed to the heat of battle. His death symbolized the demise of growth and vitality inherent in the cyclical rhythm of the seasons. The narrative surrounding Freyr's mythology is somewhat scant, as is the case with many lesser-known Norse deities. In Sturluson's saga of the Ynglings, Freya emerges as a central figure in the conflict between the Aesir and the Vanir. Following the resolution of the war, Freya migrated to the realm of the Aesir, initially as a hostage, but over time, he gained their trust and became an esteemed member of their court. Alternate accounts, such as those found in the 14th century Hesta Danorum, emphasize Freya's significance in Sweden's religious landscape.